My name is Linda Ikeji. I'm 36 years old. I'm a blogger and I run my own media company. In 2015, I bought a house in Banana Island, currently valued at 750 million naira. And recently, I bought a car that's worth 70 million naira. The same car the men you chase after for money drive. Same car. Plus, I've made a lot of investments that will set me up for life. And I have never, ever slept with a man for money. Not only have I never done it, I have never considered it. I am woman. I am proud. I am self-made. At 18, as a model, a man propositioned me. He wanted my body. He offered me money. I politely told him no, thank you, and quietly told myself, you will get yours one day, Linda. Just work hard. Looking back, I don't know what gave me the courage to turn him down. A lot of our young girls don't seem to be able to do it. And this brings me to the reason why young girls do it. I think it's mostly poverty, a sense of hopelessness and desperation. Of course, some girls do it out of greed, while some are just too lazy to work. But whatever your reasons are, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to. I didn't come from a rich home either. And if I told you some of the things that I have been through, the many nights I went without food, you wouldn't believe me. So yes, I know what poverty is. I faced the same fear. I went through the same desperate situations, faced the same sense of hopelessness, but I never for once, never thought that my way out was my body. Instead, I turned to my mind. At 17, I decided that I wanted to be somebody in life. I wanted to succeed on my own terms, do it my own way, and I was going to fulfill my life's ambition by myself, of course with the help of God, but not through any man. See, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how desperate you become, sleeping with men for money should never be an option. Don't ever let any man take away your dignity, your pride, and your prestige as a woman. Don't ever give your power to men who don't mean you well. Dear woman, you are bold, you are beautiful, you are brilliant, you are powerful, you are capable, you can do anything, be anything, because you are a woman. I learned at a very early age that there is no force more powerful than that of a determined woman, no will stronger than that of a woman on a mission. I learned that when a woman wants to succeed as bad as she needs to breathe, there's no stopping her. I learned that God has put something so powerful inside all of us that makes us as strong as men, if not stronger. Something that makes it possible for us to do almost everything they can do. Only we do ours on high heels. I learned that if I have will, if I have drive, if I have determination and I work hard, I will never have to lay on my back and spread my legs for what a man can give me. I learned that I can get it myself. The problem is, a lot of women don't believe in themselves. They underestimate their own power. They don't think they're capable of doing anything of what. So they start looking for rich men to take care of them. And most times, these men disrespect and treat you badly. I was a model and a student of the University of Lagos, and I saw how men treated these young girls. It really hurt me. Dear woman, instead of subjecting yourself to such treatment, instead of dishonoring your body the way you do, use your head, start young, dream big, work hard, never doubt yourself, stay focused, be positive, be patient, be persistent, be brave. And remember, brave starts here. Oh, and let's not even talk about the freedom of having your own money. The things you can do, the life you can live, the lives you can change. You don't ever have to wait on anyone to give you anything because you got yours. You can do you. A lot of women are stuck in bad situations, bad relationships, bad marriages because they have no financial freedom. They have nowhere to go. That's a sad place to be. A woman's best protection is money of her own. Trust me on this. Nothing, and I mean nothing, beats having your own money. Nothing. Let me tell you a bit of my own story, and I hope it inspires you to go out there and get yours. I started my hustle very young, just fresh out of secondary school. I started modeling even before I got into the university. At the university, I continued my modeling career, and I also started organizing beauty pageants. I organized Miss Unilag for 3 consecutive years. And in 2003, I decided that I wanted to contest in the beauty pageant. I contested in the 2003 Miss Nigeria, and I failed. I finished university and I started my own company, a modeling and events company. I hustled a lot back then to keep my company afloat. When the money wasn't coming in as I had hoped, I decided to put my hands in other businesses. So I started a magazine. I failed at it. I started a marketing and PR company. I failed at it. I started a TV modeling show. I failed at it. I attempted it to start a reality TV modeling competition. I failed at it. I did an annual fashion show for 7 years. Didn't succeed at it. Didn't make money. And then I wrote a book. I didn't sell up to 500 copies. I failed. I failed so many times. In fact, 13 years after I started my hustle, I was still broke. I was still struggling. I was still trying to find my way. Some days I would lay on my bed and I would cry my eyes out. I would get up, walk, fail, and then I would cry some more. I would ask God why. I've worked so hard since I was young, for so many years. Why have you refused to bless me? There were days I would leave my house very early, very early, enter my car, drive around Lagos from morning till evening. I would go from one company to the other, from Ikeja to Mile 2, from Yaba to Lagos Island, with proposals in hand, asking for sponsorship, asking for someone to hear me out, begging for someone to believe in me. 99% of the time, I went home empty. Nobody tried to help. But you see, no matter how bad it got, no matter how many doors were slammed in my face, no matter how many times I fell, I never stayed down. I never gave up. I never stopped working. I never stopped praying. I never stopped believing in myself. In fact, giving up was never an option for me. I was going to continue to work until I got my breakthrough. If I had given up, I won't be standing here right now talking to you, would I? What I didn't realize when I was crying my eyes out and calling myself a failure was that God had put something in my life already a few years back that would change everything. As you all know, I'm a blogger. And before I had my breakthrough in blogging, I blogged for 4 years, passionately, without making any money. Those days I would beg for 100 naira to pay for browsing time at the cyber cafe. But then in 2011, everything changed. Companies started to pay me for something I had nurtured with love. And just 6 years later, you may not fail as many times as I did. Or maybe you fail more times than I did. But you have to remember that failure is part of success. If you never fail, how are you ever going to learn? The only true failure in life is when you stop trying, when you give up. No matter how many times you fall, you have to get up and you have to keep going. There's something amazing waiting for you at the finish line. Listen to me and listen very carefully. You have a purpose in this life. You were created by God for a reason. Find your purpose. Believe in your purpose. Live your purpose. Dear woman, you can give yourself the life of your dreams. You can achieve success beyond your wildest imagination. It's up to you. In this journey of life, you are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. You are responsible for the choices you make in your life. So make the right ones. Please, I beg you, believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. Surround yourself with people who share the same vision with you, people who support you. Never, ever let anyone tell you you cannot do anything. Work hard, work smart, and remember, there's no testimony without struggle. I wish you all the very best.